Hello, welcome to my last installment on grade 5 violin scales, etc. Me and Ella have been taking you through everything you need to know for your grade 5 scale part of your exam. Okay, and today we're going to cover what's left. So that will be your technical exercises, your bowing exercise, and how you are meant to slur your scales and arpeggios, etc. Okay, lots to cover, so we're going to jump straight into it. Okay, now the first technical exercise is C major double stopped thirds. Okay, when I say thirds, I'm sure you know what I mean, but it's an interval, the distance between two notes. So thirds, 3 notes, 1, 2, 3. That's a third. Okay, interval of 3 notes, a third. Okay, so first bit of your technical exercise, C major in double stop thirds. Okay, sounds like this. Right, this one I prefer if you keep your fingers down as much as possible, as that is the correct technical way of doing it. What I want you to do is make sure you create a tunnel for your D string, and by that I mean that you sort of swing your elbow in a little bit so you get the space for your D string here. If you can maybe see my hand, do you see there's space right there? Yeah, and the reason I want you to do that is that it's very easy to end up putting your finger on 2 strings at once if you haven't got what I call a tunnel. So if you look down your strings, you should be able to see a nice clear D string with no fingers on it. Okay, so let's talk it through in terms of fingers. So we start on a 3 on G, we slur that to a first finger on the E, then we play them together, C and E. Okay, the next 4th finger on the D, 2nd finger on the D, and play them together, and then 3, 1, 1, 3, and then together. Okay, great. Let's go over that a little faster. So we have C, slur to E, then together, and then we have D, slur to F natural, and then together, and then we have C, slur to E, E, slur to C, and then them together. Okay, it's especially important with a D string tunnel, swinging in your elbow a little bit, when you get to the D and the F. So you can reach with that 4th finger properly. So take help from here, swing that in a little bit. Okay, moving on, B flat major in double stopped 6ths. Okay, little easier to tune this one. So this is what it sounds like. Okay, right, let's talk you through it. Right, so we go from D to B flat and then play them together. The distance of 6 notes between those 2 notes, yeah? Then E flat to C natural, slurred, and then together. And then F natural to D, slurred obviously. And then G to E flat, flat to C natural, and D to B flat. Right, those were the sixths, hard to say that, sixths in B flat major. Okay, now final technical exercise is D major scale, but on one string. Okay, so on the D string, it sounds like this. Okay, two things. Well, it's each note after one another, but we got to shift in some places. And you got to remember to do the correct slurs, which means you've got to do 4 notes in each slurs. Okay, I'm going to talk you through the fingering. So, first position, none, 1, 2, shift to third position, 1, and then we got next 4 notes, and shift to fourth position, 1. Okay, let's do that again. So none, 1, 2, shift, 1, 2, shift, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 3, 2, 1, shift, 2, 1, shift again, 2, 1. Okay, so 2 things, making sure you do the right slurs and the right fingering. Okay, so none, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Open. Pause and write, and rewind. Okay, I've been nagging through all of these videos. Okay, those are the technical exercises, right? I'm gonna run them quickly. C major thirds. B flat major sixths. And D major scale on one string. Okay, now remember with shifting, when you need to shift, this goes for everything we've done. Make sure you make it as smooth and as invisible as possible. So really nice and light. Lighten the finger that shifts. Yeah. Let's move on. Okay, let's talk about your bowing exercise. Now, we'll pick any scale to do this bowing exercise. I think we're gonna pick the G major in 3 octaves. Okay, so write that down, G major in 3 octaves. And you need to use a bow stroke called martelé. And that means hammering. And so you got to think of sort of the sharp sound that the hammer makes, that sort of, you know, a blacksmith has a hammer that he hits metal with or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna demonstrate. sharp sound. So first of all, the way we want to do, we want to dig into our string at the beginning of the note and then ease off. And we do that by pinching your index finger and your thumb. Pinching them towards each other, so we get a pinch at the start. Yeah, just practice doing this in front of a mirror. Imagine your index finger and your thumb are moving towards each other. Yeah, and you want to also have a little space in between each note. Okay, I usually say that we should have our scales as smooth as possible. This one, not. We're gonna sound like a hammer. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, right? Is that clear? The last thing I want to talk to you about for grade 5 is how we slur different things. Okay, so we're going to talk about how we slur our scales first. Okay, and the instructions are 2 crotchet beats per slur. Okay, so that means we have, if we take our G major scale again, we have that's the pattern. So we got long, so we got 3 and 4 in the patterns, if that makes sense. So we got 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then same thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So again. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last note by itself. So just alternate counting in your head. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll be fine. Okay, that's for major scales and minor scales. Arpeggios 3 and 3. Okay, so we have, if we take maybe E major, just count to 3 in your head and you'll be fine. All right, chromatic scales, we got 2 crotchet beats per slur. So again, that just amounts to counting to 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and backwards 1, 2, 3, 4. You get the picture. Okay, dominant 7th, same thing, 2 crotchet beats. So again, 4 notes in each slur. Yeah. Okay, that's it, folks. Grade 5 in 6 lesson, grade 5 scales, etc, 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 in 6 lessons. Write down, rewind, pause, do things many times. Scales are meant as a warm-up and a technique builder. So every time you do your scales, I suggest you start with your scales. Make sure you make as beautiful sound as you possibly can. Listen to yourself. If it sounds wrong, think about why it sounds wrong. And when you figured out why it sounds wrong, investigate and find out how you fix it. Okay? Repetition is the mother of success. Go over things many, many times. And I wish you the best of luck with this, and I'll see you soon again. Well done!